Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going great. Mine's been awesome so far, and today is going to be an exciting video. We're starting off with the LA Gladiators and Seoul Dynasty. So they definitely have some huge beef going on, obviously with Fissure leaving the LA Gladiators to join Seoul Dynasty. This is looking to be one of the most epic matchups going into Season 2, and well, guess what, guys? They're going to be playing in the very first week. LA Gladiators, they've started some Twitter beef. Fissure's calling out Reddit. A whole bunch of drama, guys. We're going to cover that in the first part of the video. Then moving on to the second part of the video, guys. You won't believe this, but Korea has just passed a law that prohibits you from boosting for profit, and if you are caught by Korea boosting, you are possibly going to be fined up to $20,000 or put in jail for 2 years. Then in the third part of the video, we are going to be taking a look at Caffrey and his run so far through Pacific Contenders. He's popping off, guys. There was an incredible 4K he got last night. We're going to take a look at it all. And then lastly, guys, at the end of the video, we are talking about my official Overwatch League talk show. We're bringing on Baby Bay and Manitin this week, but we have a new time, guys. We're going to be doing it on Saturday, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Pacific. If you want more information about the talk show, be sure to watch till the end of the video. And now let's talk about LA Gladiators and Seoul Dynasty. So it's no secret that these two teams are not going to be fond of each other. Fissure, he was a huge part of the LA Gladiators during Season 1. They had an amazing regular season, and they were looking like one of the most dominant teams going into the playoffs, but unfortunately, LA Gladiators had a falling out with Fissure. He got benched by the coaching staff, and this just led to a whole bunch of drama throughout the entire community. People were complaining, saying, why on earth would you do that? He was your only chance at winning. Then other people were like, hey, Fissure, man, why are you being such a jerk? Why do you have to ruin the season for us? Obviously, there's two sides to the story, but at the end of the day, LA Gladiators and Fissure just did not get along, and it ruined their season. And then rumors started coming out saying that Fissure wanted to leave the team. He wants to join a full Korean team. Well, guess what happened, guys? He ended up joining that full Korean team, and it was Seoul Dynasty. So the fact that these guys are already in the Pacific Division together, but now throwing this into the mix, they're definitely not going to like each other. And the fact that they do play on the very first day, the opener of Overwatch League, February 14th, and the LA Gladiators, they're literally wasting zero time. As soon as it was announced that they were going to be playing Seoul Dynasty, they went straight at them for their heads, and Fissure's head on Twitter. Take a look. Hello at Seoul Dynasty. Gladiators here. See you at 7 p.m. Pacific at the arena on February 14th. We don't want anything back. With a picture of LA Gladiators versus Seoul Dynasty. Oh, baby. Okay. Holy crap, this is really good trash talking. I love this coming out from the LA Gladiators. It's super deep. From the outside looking in, you might think, this is pretty weak trash talk. But if you have all the context behind this tweet, it really is great. So let's go back a little bit to Season 1 when Fissure was playing for the London Spitfire, or was on their roster because he wasn't playing. Jester was the main starter for that team. London Spitfire decided, hey, let's go ahead and get rid of Fissure, get some money for him. They traded him over to the LA Gladiators. So LA Gladiators, they acquired Fissure, then they played London Spitfire for the first time. The LA Gladiators were victorious, and Fissure streamed later that night. He definitely said a lot about the match. Some funny clips surfaced, and they turned into really long-lasting memes. Let's go ahead and roll the clips.
Gesture is one of the best tanks, if not the best tank
What?
in the league,
What?
of course.
What?
This team
Oh, sorry,
is
sorry, what? What?
Yeah, and for this week, they once again decided
who
to
is best
split
then?
their
What?
roster into two in order to get the best possible preparation for both of their matches. The only people we see again, which we also saw yesterday.
So of course, going
What's
into this
the
match, you have Fissure, who was on the bench for the
Hello,
most part.
Gladiators,
Spitfire, of
London's
course,
here.
going
Can we
up
have
against
Fissure back?
Gesture, who was on the starting roster, of course, for the
Hello,
London Spitfire. So he's
Gladiators,
like, I'm gonna show you,
London
Gesture.
here.
I can play this
Can you
game
have
as well,
Fissure
of course.
back?
And there are two of the best tanks in the league, of course. So a very exciting matchup.
I'm very excited for this game. It's going to be awesome. But Zoe, question for you.
So as I said, after these clips surfaced, they pretty much went viral on Reddit and Twitter. Everybody was watching it, and it turned into a huge meme. Everybody would spam it everywhere as soon as the LA Gladiators and London Spitfire would play. And then usually LA Gladiators did have the edge over London during the regular season. We know how the playoffs ended up because, well, Fissure wasn't playing. And then as mentioned earlier, that's when it went all bad for Fissure and the LA Gladiators. He got traded over to Seoul Dynasty. And here we are now. LA Gladiators straight up taking Fissure's meme from him and saying, hey, buddy, you're the meme now. We don't need you back. We don't want you. You're going to get crushed. I love the trash talk. This is going to be such an amazing build up to this match, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the best of the entire season. If you guys do remember, first day last year, Seoul Dynasty versus Dallas Fuel. Incredible match. I have a feeling this one's going to be just like it. And having to make a prediction right now is almost impossible. At the end of the day, I am going to have to go with the LA Gladiators. It's still like months away, but that's what I feel right now. Obviously, Fissure going to the Seoul Dynasty, that's a huge pickup for them. I think main tank was a big issue for them. Now they'll be improved going into Season 2. But LA Gladiators, they didn't miss a beat. Yeah, they lost Fissure, but they replaced him with Roar. Probably the best guy they could have got outside of Bumper. Plus, they also added Decay to their roster. Surefour was incredible at the end of the season. And it's almost impossible to make a prediction right now. I do feel like saying the LA Gladiators just because I feel like their upgrades are really good. Sure, Seoul Dynasty, they did get Fissure, and main tank was an issue for them last season. But LA Gladiators, they acquired Roar, who was probably the best main tank they could have got outside of maybe Bumper. They also added Decay, an amazing flex DPS player. They still have Hydration on that flex role. Surefour, of course, he started coming alive at the end of the season, one of the best DPSs in the league. Bishu, a great off tank. Obviously, their backline, we have Big Goose and Shaz, one of the best duos in the entire league when it comes to supports. I just see them being really strong going into Season 2, and I feel like they'll win this opener. That's going to be it for the LA Gladiators and Seoul Dynasty drama. Let's continue with Fissure, though, because it seems like he's calling out Reddit or something. I don't know, he made this really weird Twitter post. Let's take a look. So you guys can see this image, right? It looks like puppetry or something. I'm not too sure. And then down below, Fissure said, for Reddit. So it seems like he is trying to say maybe he is controlling Reddit or Reddit's controlling him. I'm honestly at a loss of words here. I'm not too sure what he means. Fissure, I don't know, man. He's a really interesting guy. Obviously, he's super confident. He's got one of the biggest egos in the Overwatch League, that's for sure. We've seen this over the past year, all the tweets he's made, the stuff he's said on his stream. He's extremely confident, you know, it's not a bad thing. But I just don't get what he means by this. He really went from like the pretty boy, the face of the Overwatch League, the face of the LA Gladiators, to like 1 month later after he got leaked to do all that crazy stuff with the LA Gladiators, to like the evil guy, you know, the villain. And I love the change from like a baby face to a heel. I don't know if you guys know those terms, but I love it. I really do like it. I hope he keeps playing this roll up. He definitely is an interesting guy. The ego's great. Somebody needs to make a Fissure's Ego Twitter account. I know there's like a Monte Cristo's Ego Twitter account. Those are hilarious. I think even there's one of me. Not too sure. I know there's a spreadsheet of me, but whatever. Fissure, calling out Reddit, calling out his fans, calling out somebody. Let's go ahead and move on now to the next topic, which is boosting and Korea. Now, this is crazy. So there was an article posted on a website called sports.news.naver.com. It's Korean, and this whole entire article is talking about how this law was passed. Unfortunately, it is all in Korean. You can try to translate it with Google Chrome, but it's not the best translation. But the gist of it is translated on Reddit by a guy named Evenstar6132, where he says this: the bill just passed in Parliament today. It will go into effect 6 months from now. And the title is Boosting for Profit is now punishable up to 2 years of jail and for 20 million Korean won. I think that's what they're called. And that's just absolutely insane. Again, 20 million Korean won. That translates to, I believe, around $18,000 USD. So now, as you guys can see, he did edit it because of a poster down below. He pointed this out. It's unlikely that anyone will actually end up in jail as a result of this. In Korean justice system, first-time offenders usually get a couple of years of probation, which means their sentences are suspended during that time and later nullified as long as they stay clean. That doesn't apply to fines, however. So it seems like it's unlikely to go to jail, but you will get fined pretty hard. And what I think is crazy about this is I'm assuming like the big dogs, people who are maybe owning boosting websites, are the ones who are like, you know, monopolizing it, controlling the whole thing. These guys can really get hit hard with years in jail. Of course, like some random player just did it their first time, they're just going to get probation as said and probably fined. But this is nuts, man. South Korea is really not messing around when it comes to boosting. This just shows how serious they are about it, and it kind of brings to light the whole entire Funny Astro situation. You know, he was boosting. You can't boost, man. It's not a good thing, especially in Korean culture. And because the Boston Uprising has Korean players, they probably wouldn't be happy knowing one of their teammates was a booster. I guess bringing up Fissure again, he was somebody who was very avid and just hated boosters during Season 1. He called OG out about it multiple times. Eventually, I think he did forgive him, but like, it's a serious offense. It's a crazy law. Let me know down below what you guys think about it, and let's move on and talk a little bit about Caffrey and his Pacific Contenders team, because they've been doing really well, and Caffrey's also been popping off himself. We'll start off by rolling this clip of him getting a 4K yesterday in their match. Woo! Crazy shots, boys. Roll it.
He's doing way too much damage. Somebody's picking up the kills. The reality is Giants Goats is just not equipped for this kind of composition on this kind of map with all the ways that globally.
Now it's all Caffrey.
Position and play it, and exactly now it's all Caffrey. They focus on water. Caffrey gets the work done. The cap's going to come through.
You know, I was watching this, I was like, damn, you know, I'm so sad we missed that. I wish we could see Caffrey's POV. Come on, contenders. Well, guess what, boys? Caffrey uploaded his POV to this. Take a look. Unfortunately, there's no sound, so I'll just talk over it. Look at this man, dude. Just wait for it. Boom. Boom. Okay, no, that wasn't a kill. It's coming. Where's Lucio? Boom, there it is. One more. Boom. Boom! Popping off, boys. Caffrey making a name for himself out there in Pacific contenders. If you guys do want to take a look here, I'll show you. His team's doing pretty damn well. So as you guys know, the format of contenders is there's 6 teams in each group, Group A and Group B. Well, Caffrey's team, GE Pantheon Korea, is in Group B. They're currently 2-1 in second place. Remember now, the top 4 teams from each group go to the playoffs. He's pretty much guaranteed the playoffs. All he has to do is win one more game, one more map, and they're in no matter what. So honestly, huge shout out to Caffrey. I'm so happy that he's finally getting a chance to prove himself. I feel like it's a long time overdue. He's been playing the game forever. He's been known as a really good Widowmaker forever, but also kind of just known as a streamer, not an actual pro player. People told him, you need to go out there, you need to do the path to pro, you got to commit to a team, and you got to make it to the Overwatch League that way. You can't just ask for trials. Well, guess what? He heard you, he went out there, and he's proven himself now. I hope he keeps it up. I can't wait to see his team play in the playoffs. Let me know down below if you guys want to keep me updating you all on Caffrey's run through Pacific contenders. If you do, be sure to subscribe. And now let's move on to the last part of the video, and I just want to talk real quick about the talk show tomorrow, guys. It's on Saturday. We have 2 awesome guests. We have Manitin, the former Florida Mayhem off tank, and we're also bringing on our boy Baby Bay from the San Francisco Shock. We're not doing it on Sunday this week. I wanted to change the times up. A lot of people were saying, oh, we can't make that time, whether they're from Europe, whether they're not. I know this one's a little bit later, but it's like late enough to where it's now morning time for EU, possibly, but it's also a Saturday night, so you can stay up for this one. I feel like it might be a better time just in general for more people to come in and view it. It's gonna be at 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, Saturday night. So if you want to know what time that is for you, go on Google and search what is 10 p.m. Eastern in my time zone, and it will tell you what time it will be at, so be sure to tune into that. And for all of you guys who want to come on the talk show and ask Baby Bear or Manitin any questions you please, you have to join Discord right now. The link is in the description. Join my Discord, go to the chat that says talk show questions, and type in the chat and say you want to talk to Baby Bay or Manitin, and I will be randomly selecting you guys to come onto the show. You must have a webcam and microphone if you guys want to come on. The program will not allow anybody to connect without a webcam. I understand that some of you guys don't want to be seen on camera by thousands of people, so you can put a piece of tape over it or point it towards the ground or your desk and still come on and talk. You don't have to be seen. Don't worry about that. It's just the program that requires the webcam. Anyways, again, if you want to watch a show, it'll be live tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below for that as well. It's twitch.tv/BeLiveOfficial. You don't want to miss out on it, guys. Be sure to tune in. That's going to be it for me, though. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace, guys.